Can you repeat?
Is that still look blurry? It's always just a little.
Like,
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah. Its focus is like back there, so. Ooh, it's a big old. It's neat.
There we go.
Ooh, I can see your fingerprints really well.
That was amazing.
If you weren't fingerprinted, now they
looks
have
like
your
how?
fingerprints. Just pull them from the video.
Isn't that crazy? It's like a
does look like
270-degree lens.
I'm sorry, Steve. I can't record that.
You need a thinner wallet. Can we get you a thinner wallet? That should
My
work.
money.
All right,
Like
so
girls that wear
Got fat stacks.
so the video.
So,
I told you guys both the concept for it. I have not planned it out beyond that. It's just I want it to be a video that illustrates the entire process of making a video or a creative project for someone,
right.
so that people who feel like they can undercharge creatives get it.
Yeah.
And beyond that, like some of the assumptions I made were that we want to show people setups and that we want to sort of do a quick walkthrough of the process.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a great looking notebook right there.
It really is.
What is the?
It looks like
It's
Big construct.
clearly a.
really
It's like an antelope.
It's a Charizard
It's
curled
an-
up. See?
Well, it's an
Charizard
antelope running
baby.
through it. Oh no, you're right.
It's a fetal Charizard.
in the womb.
See that?
Yeah,
See
no,
how,
it definitely.
See how real it looks?
It
Stop
really is.
abortion
You
of
see his-
Pokemon.
It's very
As
lifelike.
soon as,
Fingers
it
and
has,
toes.
as soon as it has the flame on its tail, it's real.
That's
it's
the
online.
point of installment.
It's true. So I assumed that we want to tell the story by way of featuring what it looks like to work on a creative video. That may be kind of boring, and I'm not sure that we need to go that way. So I'm open to changing it. But right now, I just figured we'd get footage of a couple different freelancers working in their spaces, and then do a cut together sort of thing.
Okay.
I'm not terribly attached to that idea, so if you guys have other ideas.
It's definitely a message that can and should be stated, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
misconception.
Yeah.
And there's definitely
I think
a
it'd
right
be
and a wrong way
so
to
you
do it.
want to
too.
hire a video guy,
Yeah.
or you want a video done.
Right.
More general than that.
Avoid the following phrases.
I think you just approach it like
Look
that.
good on
Like,
your resume.
well, we just need this and whatever, and we just need a guy to set up the camera in the back, and then just maybe make a quick little video.
Yeah.
We'll just do it real quick.
Could you,
It'll be fun.
could you just bring your camera with you?
The funny part about this is that we're doing this as a one-day video project. But
Have you seen the Twitter? That's like real Craigslist ads requesting unpaid work from creatives.
Ooh, that's great. That's a good
See
point.
what
I do
find
want to
it.
follow that. I'll do that. And there have been a couple of those videos done, so I don't want to repeat what's been done because they're really good ones. That there's one that just came out a couple weeks ago that illustrates
Yeah.
did you see that? There's a restaurant and a frame maker and a lawyer all being asked for unpaid work. It's like a perfect illustration of what you
Yeah.
shouldn't. We're not going to do better than that. That's awesome.
I saw one with the
That's
plumber.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I need some plumbing work at my house. Just come by and show me what you can do, and if we like it, then we definitely have some money
Just
for
put
you
together
next
some
time.
spec,
Yeah.
some spec legal work, and then if I like what you've made, I'll pay you.
Teach us how to do it so we can do it in-house next time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just how to do it.
Yeah,
That's
so
funny, yeah.
that has been done, and I don't want to replicate that, but I do want to riff off it, and I want to create something that will be useful in addition to that.
It'd be fun to come from the perspective of when you're starting out and you want to do as much work as you can, and having a really earnest person who's a videographer who just can't say no, and
Yeah.
just takes any project and then just kind of show a really quick jump cuts of him trying to do all of the things they wanted to do, and he's like, yeah, it's
Okay.
easy. He's and 10 hours later, and he's still trying to accomplish this seemingly small.
That is a really good idea. Yeah, because that's useful both for creatives, here's how to advocate for yourself and how to avoid doing work that you want to say yes to, but you should be paid for.
Yeah.
And then it's also useful for the people hiring folks like that because they don't realize that's what they're asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do a whole video where he's doing it, and then he finally gets it in time, and barely walks in, acts like it didn't take him any effort, and then they're like, "This isn't what we wanted."
Right. And, this is what you're doing
That's not
when
what
you
I
ask
said.
for free
That's a
work.
good first
That
draft.
happens all the time too. This is a great first draft. I really like what you've done. Let's keep working on it.
Great first draft. Yeah, this should end with that.
Yeah. So
Yeah. of just like someone like messaging people and being like, yeah, I could do that, and then like showing their screen and like working and like messing it up. And that would be a lot of work, probably, but I don't know why that just came off the top of my head.
We could just like screen cap our editing of
Screen.
this video
Yeah,
and use that in the video.
kind of like that.
Yeah, like time lapse editing.
Yeah, that could be a cool thing to feature in the video, I think. But it should be like bite-sizable that anyone can kind of understand it.
Marcus, what's your name?
That's Jimmy.
Jimmy? Is it Marcus? Yeah, what's your name again?
This is never in focus. There we go. That's better. Marcus? Dan.
As I open my shirt.
Jimmy.
Perfect cue.
We're talking about videos.
I didn't want to give it to somebody else.
Yeah, I had a whole ordeal earlier today looking for this thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like,
You do heavy-handed? Like, I'm just gonna type
full focus.
text on screen or
Over to that.
somebody narrate it. I should make this a little bit more actively intense. But yeah, we should get a hint on exactly what to convey.
Yeah, when they have to take off, we'll just sit down and storyboard like roughly what we want, so that way we know exactly what we're doing for the rest of the shots. Sorry for them being in such a hurry.
Yeah, let me get you. I want to get the computer. Okay, there it is. In focus. That's focus.
Steven's coffee looks great when you put your finger in.
Hey now.
Oh, you know what else we should do? Yeah. We should form.
We haven't even storyboarded yet, like we don't know what we're doing. So, but this is what it looks like.
We just said.
No, we just say like so. We say, okay, this is what might happen when you hire somebody that understands lighting and pays for good audio. Talent is budgeted. Blah 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 blah. Just real quick.
Yeah.
Just say like this is everything that goes into a good club video.
Yeah.
But let's say you want to cut some corners. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Yeah.
Let's say we can do it with half that budget.
Let's say,
and
like,
then, and then
let's
we
say
show
if you're
a logo.
forcing their creative to make ends meet, they might cut out some of these things, and so you might end up with something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
something like
Exactly.
that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Chars.
Happy accident. Let's do it.
Let's do
Charizard.
Different Charizards. So, Jim sits left. Okay, I'm not used to this. Keep sits right. Are we married to those names? They seem good to me.
Yeah, they were.
Jim
I
and
kind of like
Sally.
him now.
Okay.
I see Sally's face.
Jim sits left. Sally sits right. Married.
Jim is a hard-working freelancer looking for new work. I think you should kind of wait for a second, you know?
Yeah.
Cut wider.
1,000% sure to get there.
I just feel like